move, Randy Orton unloaded with a stiff right hand that caught Christian flush. The punch landed so hard it instantly raised a massive lump on the side of Christian's head, swelling up in real time as the match continued.
Damn. Yeah, he got a nice little decoration there. I mean, Captain Charisma cannot believe that just happened. Hey, yo, what's happening, people? It's your boy Blaze here, back to you with another one here for Venomous Reactions, and today we got ourselves an intriguing compilation to check out here. This is 12 minutes of painful wrestling receipts caught on camera. Woo! Yo, when it comes to wrestling and receipts, they can be painful as hell. And that's the truth. Oh, especially if it's like in the worst scenario ever. Woo! When people get their receipt back, oh, trust me, it's remembered. It is remembered. So, go check this out right here. It should be intriguing. So, without further ado, let's run it.
At No Way Out, a 3-team tables match brought together The Undertaker, Kane, Edge Christian, and the Dudley Boys. Late in the match, the Dudleys were supposed to blast The Undertaker and Kane from behind with safe chair shots. Flat part to the back, nothing reckless. That's not what happened. Bubba Ray Dudley swung wildly and caught The Undertaker in the head with the lip of the chair instead. The shot was so hard, the chair literally broke apart on impact. Immediately, The Undertaker and Kane created space, buying time to process what had just happened. And in that moment, The Undertaker assumed the wrong man was responsible. He thought it was Devon Dudley, so The Undertaker and Kane went after Devon, double teaming him on the outside and unleashing punishment that had nothing to do with the plan.
Damn!
Desperately trying to explain that it wasn't him, that Bubba Ray Dudley was the one who swung, but in the heat of the moment, it didn't matter.
It goes up, hit me, bust me over with your boom, boom. I go, it wasn't me with the fat white one. It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't. I go, Bubba. I was like, all you gotta do is look at the video and see that it was you that hit him. He goes, yeah, but until then, you hit him.
Eventually, The Undertaker reviewed
that's
what
cold.
really happened. Once he realized Bubba Ray Dudley was responsible, something unexpected happened. There was no public receipt, no stiff shot in the ring. Instead, The Undertaker pulled Bubba aside backstage and gave him a quiet but serious warning. Never swing a chair like that again. During a match on the July 18th,
Damn. That's worse than getting the paper receipt. Like, but Taker talks to you in like a quiet tone, you know you messed up. And that can be as scathing as ever. When you talk to someone in a calm but relaxed tone, like, yo, don't ever do that again. Don't ever swing a chair like that ever again in your life. You're going to remember it, especially if it comes from the dead man. That's the truth.
2005 episode of WWE Raw, Matt Striker learned how fast momentum can disappear. Just 1 week earlier, Matt Striker had impressed enough against Kurt Angle to earn himself a WWE contract. The rematch was supposed to build on that. Instead, it nearly ended badly. During a choke spot, Matt Striker squeezed too hard and came dangerously close to putting Kurt Angle to sleep. You can see it on Kurt Angle's face. His
he was getting choked out for real.
In a hurry. Kurt Angle didn't wait. On the very next exchange, he fired back with a brutal punch-style kick straight to Matt Striker's head. Not worked, not cushioned. A full shot that knocked Matt Striker completely off balance. Even Kurt Angle later admitted how hard it was, saying he was surprised Matt Striker was still conscious afterward. The kick.
Sheesh. Yo, Kurt Angle was out here punting people before Randy Orton made it a thing. But man, yo, a non-cushion punch shot to the head? Yo, I'm shocked that Matt Striker was even conscious, let alone being able to be aware of where he was. Because, man, a non-protected punch shot? Yeah, you're cooked, my guy. You are cooked.
Threw everything off. The finish fell apart. Matt Striker struggled to get up, forcing Kurt Angle to abandon the angle slam entirely just to get through the match safely.
But I kicked the shit out of that kid. Kicked him right in the head. I mean, I'm surprised he was still coherent.
During the chaos of a packed ring at ECW One Night Stand, a receipt was coming.
Oh yeah,
JBL
this was
didn't see it
infamous.
yet. Earlier that night, JBL had crossed a real line with the Blue Meanie. What started as a wild ECW-style brawl turned ugly fast. JBL stopped working and began legitimately beating the Blue Meanie, opening his face up and leaving him bloodied by the end of the show. Word had already reached JBL that years earlier, the Blue Meanie had publicly called him a bully, and that accusation clearly stuck. When the opportunity came, JBL chose violence instead of professionalism. That incident...
Oh yeah, he chose violence, all right. He chose violence, all right, because this was no longer a work. Like, JBL was legitimately beating the living shit out of the Blue Meanie, bro. Right after he called him out of being a bully, not only in the locker room, but just in WWE in its entirety. Woo! Yeah, I remember this moment right here, because this right here was infamous. And for numerous reasons as to why.
Didn't get forgotten backstage. Months later, JBL
I already know.
was back in the ring with the Blue Meanie, this time in a match where the Blue Meanie managed to score a win with help from Batista. But the victory wasn't what people remembered, because just before the pinfall, the Blue Meanie's close ally from the Blue World Order, Stevie Richards, stepped in. And Stevie Richards didn't hesitate.
Oh yeah.
Stevie swung a chair at
Not at all.
head with pure intent. No pullback, no disguise, just raw force.
Oh,
Stevie wasn't trying to steal the spotlight. He was standing up for his friend and paying JBL back for what everyone knew had happened months earlier. In 2005, Randy Orton learned one of the most important lessons in WWE. Receipts don't expire. During a chair shot spot earlier that year, Randy Orton made a costly mistake. Instead of catching The Undertaker clean, the edge of the chair clipped him the wrong way, tearing open The Undertaker's head and leaving a nasty gash. It wasn't malicious, but it was sloppy. And when it comes to The Undertaker, that matters. Backstage, there was no shouting, no scene, just a calm warning. The Undertaker looked at Randy Orton and told him not to worry, because his receipt was coming.
We get back. I see him. I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry. He just looks at me. Don't worry, kid. Your receipt's coming.
Months passed.
Damn. That is cold. But the Undertaker says, oh, don't trip. Don't even worry about it. You got a receipt coming. And man, did he ever pay Randy Orton back. Because if you remember that chair shot in that Hell in a Cell match during that year of Armageddon, oh, that echoed throughout the whole arena, bro. And it left Randy Orton stuck looking like a mannequin donning the crimson mask. Damn. Oh man, that's what happens when you mess up a spot and people don't even trip about it. They just be like, okay, so we're on that type of timing. But don't trip. I'm gonna get my get back. You may not know when, you may not know where, but I'm gonna get my get back.
People assumed it had blown over. Then WWE Armageddon arrived. In the middle of the match, The Undertaker finally collected. He swung the chair and smashed Randy Orton square in the head with a shot that echoed through the arena. It wasn't reckless. It wasn't excessive. It was perfectly placed and very intentional. That was The Undertaker's way of teaching respect. Not immediately, not emotionally, but inevitably.
But he's in trouble!
At the Royal Rumble, Puder walked into a situation he didn't fully understand yet and paid in real time. Months earlier on SmackDown, Daniel Puder had crossed an unspoken locker room line. During a Tough Enough segment, he tried to prove himself by legitimately out-wrestling Kurt Angle, locking him into a Kimura dangerously close
Who remembers this?
Angle's arm. The referee rushed in to save the moment, but the damage was already done. Puder
it was done.
He'd embarrassed a respected locker room leader, and that never gets forgotten. So when Daniel Puder entered the Royal Rumble, the ring didn't feel like an opportunity. It felt like a trap. Waiting for him were Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and Hardcore Holly. Three men known for working stiff and enforcing respect the old school way. What followed wasn't subtle. One by one, they unloaded on Daniel Puder. Open hand slaps, chops, forearms thrown with full force. His chest turned purple before the audience even realized what was happening. There was no rush, no disguise. This was controlled punishment. Then Then Daniel Puder was dumped out of the match. That Royal Rumble wasn't about winning. It was a public lesson, a receipt for stepping out of line and putting Kurt Angle at risk. And the message...
Oh, yeah. He learned a lesson, all right. And that lesson is, don't get out of pocket. If you get out of pocket, you're going to get punished in the worst way. And that year's Royal Rumble, oh, he was cooked. He was cooked as soon as he stepped through the rope. You got Chris Benoit, you got Eddie Guerrero, you got Hardcore Holly. Bro, you might as well just opt out of that Royal Rumble. I would have.
stuck. After that night, Daniel Puder never gained momentum in WWE. His push stalled,
never.
His presence faded, and within a year, he was quietly released.
Jesus. Yeah, it's just got lit up.
Clash between the Bloodline and the Brawling Brutes, things got a little too real, and Kevin Owens didn't mean for it to go that far. In the middle of the chaos, Kevin Owens cracked Roman Reigns with a slap that wasn't just loud, it was damaging. The strike ruptured Roman Reigns' eardrum, an injury serious enough to keep the head of the table off television for weeks. It wasn't planned, it wasn't storyline, and it definitely didn't go unnoticed. Time passed.
Oh,
Roman
trust
Reigns
me, it
healed,
didn't.
But receipts don't need to be rushed. On a later episode of SmackDown, the Bloodline went to war again, this time against Kevin Owens and John Cena, and during that match, Roman Reigns saw his moment. No hesitation, no warning, just payback. Roman Reigns exploded into Kevin Owens with a vicious clothesline that caught him flush. Kevin Owens went down hard, busted open near the eye, blood pouring as the impact left him with a nasty injury. The crowd reacted instantly, because that wasn't just intent, that was intent. Roman Reigns didn't overdo it.
Oh yeah, that was intentional, all right.
He simply collected what was owed. One of the darkest receipts ever didn't happen quietly. It happened in free fall. Back in 2000 at ECW Living Dangerously, New Jack and Vic Grimes were set to pull off a dangerous balcony dive. The plan was clear. Both men were supposed to go together, but when the moment came...
Oh yeah, I think I remember this.
He hesitated. And in ECW, hesitation at that height is deadly. New Jack didn't
stop.
He dragged Vic Grimes into the spot anyway. The fall went wrong instantly. Vic Grimes dropped faster and harder than planned, crashing down and landing directly on New Jack's head. The impact was horrific. New Jack suffered serious injuries and needed far more time to recover than he let on. Somehow, he was only out for about a month, but the damage wasn't just physical, it was personal. They worked together again later at Hardcore Heaven, and on the surface, it looked like the issue was done. It wasn't. 2 years later at XPW Freefall,
I have a feeling it wasn't.
During another scaffold match, with no safety and no forgiveness, New Jack threw Vic Grimes off a platform nearly 40 feet in the air. This wasn't hesitation. This wasn't miscommunication. This was intentional. Vic Grimes smashed through tables, clipped the ropes, and somehow avoided being killed. It was one of the most disturbing things ever caught on tape. And
oh yeah, New Jack was on that type of timing. He did not care. Like, he was intentionally trying to sit him up there to meet the king. Like, he did not care. Woo! Man, 40 feet from the scaffold all the way to the ring, clipping the tables and clipping the ropes. Yo, that was nothing but the grace of God that he survived. Because, man, no normal person would survive that. And that's the truth.
Later, New Jack didn't hide from it. He openly admitted in interviews that he meant to hurt Vic Grimes, that it was payback for what happened years earlier.
I knew it.
I wanted him to hit the floor. I just didn't throw him hard enough. I was trying to throw his ass to the floor.
He is insane.
I told him, I said, now we even.
And once again, The Undertaker was reminding everyone that he always collects. Months earlier, before WrestleMania even arrived, The Undertaker had been busted open on live television. On the March 14th, 2016 episode of WWE Raw, Shane McMahon cracked The Undertaker with a television monitor, splitting him open and drawing real blood. It was a shocking visual, and one The Undertaker didn't immediately respond to. But with The Undertaker, silence doesn't mean forgiveness. When they finally met inside Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania 32, The Undertaker picked his moment. Outside the ring, away from the camera's comfort zone, he grabbed a monitor and smashed Shane McMahon with it, delivering the exact same punishment he had received weeks earlier.
It'll come later. And boy, did it ever. And bear paws me. Whack! Wide open.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
Back on his very first night in the World Wrestling Federation, Farooq didn't ease his way into the locker room. He made a statement. During a match with Ahmed Johnson, Farooq drilled Ahmed Johnson with a vicious kick straight to the kidney. At the time, Ahmed Johnson brushed it off as just another stiff shot. But later that night, things went south fast. He could barely breathe. The pain kept getting worse. By the time he reached the hospital, doctors confirmed serious kidney damage, an injury that put him on the shelf for an entire month. Ahmed Johnson was convinced it wasn't an accident. He believed Farooq did it on purpose, suspecting...
Oh yeah, Ahmed Johnson, Farooq, their history does not need to be discussed. I'm stumbling over my words because Ahmed Johnson and Farooq, oh yeah, they had heat. They had legitimate beef. And Farooq, he didn't hide from it at all. That stiff shot to the kidneys, woo. Oh, I know Ahmed took that personally. And it was just an ongoing back and forth between the two. Like, they couldn't hide it even if they tried. That's how nuclear the beef was between the two. And Ahmed Johnson, he was going to get his get back. If Ahmed Johnson gets his get back, Farooq has to get his get back, or vice versa. Oh man, that was indeed insane.
Jealousy over how quickly he had risen and how popular he'd become. And years later, Farooq would confirm what many already believed. The kick was intentional. In his eyes, it was a receipt, a lesson. Farooq felt Ahmed Johnson was being too stiff with other wrestlers, and he decided to handle it the old school way. But that wasn't the end of it. 8 months later, Ahmed Johnson finally got his chance. During another match, he planted Farooq with a brutal spine buster, the kind that rattles your entire body. The impact was severe enough to crack a couple of Farouk's ribs, and this time, the message went both ways.
I got to the point where I sent him back to the hospital. I gave him a spine buster and drove my head in his ribs. And broke a couple of the ribs.
During the Universal Championship triple threat at the Royal Rumble,
oh yeah, I remember this one.
Into dangerous territory. With Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and Kane all colliding, the match was already physical. But at one point, Braun Strowman drove a knee straight into Brock Lesnar's head, and it landed far stiffer than expected. And Brock
that
Lesnar
one was
noticed.
stiff as
Known
hell.
For his legitimate fighting background and zero tolerance for unnecessary roughness, Brock Lesnar didn't hesitate. Almost immediately, he fired back with a hard punch directly to Braun Strowman's face. Not flashy, not dramatic, just fast, sharp payback.
Oh yeah, he didn't pull no punches with Braun.
The tension spiked, the crowd reacted, and everyone watching understood what had just happened. That wasn't part of the script. That was Brock Lesnar reminding Braun Strowman exactly who he was in the ring with.
Oh yeah, we knew right then and there, like Braun, he did not hold back on that knee strike at all, and neither did Brock with that good old stiff right cross, or right hook, square to Braun's face and jaw. Like everyone knew, that was not planned at all. And man, did Brock Lesnar ever return the receipt? Whew. Imagine someone that's like 285 or 290 pounds, whatever weight he was back then, and he gives you like the meanest right hook, square to the jaw. Like you can hear your jaw rattle like, lesson learned, man. Dial it back. Dial it back, or you're gonna get treatment like this. And some people don't learn the hard way.
Strowman, that clubbing. Oh, wow. A knee to the jaw. He caught Lesnar good. This right hand from Lesnar.
Woo!
Right. And that didn't scramble Strowman's brains.
During a rare WWE episode from Japan on February 14th, 2005, a feud between Randy Orton and Christian took a very real turn. Earlier that night, Randy Orton had just finished defeating Christian's enforcer, Tyson Tomko. As Orton celebrated, Christian rushed in from behind and struck him hard in the head. The shot wasn't just loud, it was damaging. Randy Orton's eardrum was ruptured on impact, throwing off his balance so badly that officials, EMTs, and referees referees immediately flooded ringside. Backstage, people were genuinely worried.
Now, I did not know this.
Could barely stand, and for a moment, it looked serious. At first, even Christian thought it might have been sold a little too well, until Randy Orton quietly admitted the truth. He was hurt, badly. A week later, the two met one-on-one in the ring, and Randy Orton didn't forget. Before the match even started, Christian was warned to watch out. The receipt was coming, and sure enough, Randy Orton unloaded with a stiff right hand that caught Christian flush. The punch landed so hard it instantly raised a massive lump on the side of Christian's head, swelling up in real time as the match continued.
Woo! Damn. Yeah, he got a nice little decoration there. I mean, Captain Charisma cannot believe that just happened. Ooh, I have to say it, but damn, did Randy Orton leave a good old shiner on his forehead. Woo! That goes to show you cannot be reckless in the ring. Because if you're reckless, you're gonna get your get back. And you're gonna get a major receipt. Just ask Captain Charisma. You cannot be reckless. I'm stumbling over my words, but y'all get the point.
Continued. These moments weren't storylines. They were warnings. Proof that inside the WWE ring, respect is just as real as the pain. Some receipts were instant. Others took months, even years to be collected. If you enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, and let me know which receipt I should cover next. Catch you on the next one.
Oh yeah. When it comes to receipts, yeah. People are going to get their receipts. And like I said, they may not know when. They may not know where. But it's going to happen. You cannot escape it. You might as well just take that receipt and take it as a lesson learned. You know, some people learn. And you know what? Okay, I get it now. I get it now. Okay, I'm going to be more careful in the ring. And then there's some people that just refuse to learn. Those people that refuse to learn, they're going to continue to get receipts until it's drilled into their memory banks. Like, nah, you cannot be reckless when you're in that ring. Because if you're reckless, you're going to pay for it in one way or the other. But yo, man, these are indeed insane receipts. And I want to know, which receipt was the most insane? I mean, I already know. I have a feeling what everyone's gonna say, but I really want to know. Yo, let me know down in the comment section down below. And as always, thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. And don't forget to tell your people across the globe. Don't kick it with your boys. Just one good solid time. And please do follow your boy on social media right over yonder. And this is your boy Blaze here saying Chuck the Deuce, and I will see y'all in the next video. And I am out.